Hello, friends. Hello. It feels like too long. I know technically we only missed like a week, but then we were off schedule the week prior to that. Then we were off the week before that. So it feels as though I'm really missing my crew, okay? I want to get back to our usual Wednesday night schedule. Here we are. We're on time. We are so ready to do some Winter Wonderland nails tonight. I'm excited. I'm so excited. It's like I'm back home, you know? Just waiting for everybody to jump in, and then I guess we'll start going through all the products that we're going to use tonight. So, oh my gosh, Debbie, hello, my friend. I'm so happy you're here. I feel like you especially I haven't seen in a while, though I have, like I said, I've been off schedule for the last like 3 weeks. It's been crazy, but we're back now. So let me get my light situated. I guess first of all, I'll show you guys what we're doing tonight. I am in love, okay? I am so in love. I was like looking for some Winter Wonderland inspiration. It is a snow globe outside here in Ontario, Canada, where I am based. So it was feeling very appropriate to just embrace the cutesy, cozy season that is winter, okay? So this is what we're doing tonight. I'm hoping you guys can see. Why is my nail cam not showing? 1 second, guys. This is so weird. 1 second. Hello, Brittany. Good to see you. What is going on? Hang on. For some reason, my nail cam is not working. Why? Everything was going smoothly today. We were on time. Oh, there we are. We're back. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Okay, this is the look we are doing tonight, friends. I'm hoping I might have a little too much light on it so you guys can see. We've got Bonjour by Revel Nail as our grayish blue base. We have Wonderland, which is this really pretty white glitter. I'm hoping you guys can see it okay. And then we also have some snowflake nail art going on as well. And I'm hoping you guys can see. Brittany, thank you for hitting that like button. Lorena, thank you. I'm so excited that you made it as well. So that is the look. Like I said, we are going full Winter Wonderland today, my friends. Shanta Fabulous, thank you for hitting that like button. All right, let's dive into what products we're using, and then we'll get into the manicure. Before I do, don't forget to exercise your fingers while we're doing this, okay, friends? So make sure that you double tap that screen. Be sure to hit that share button, send it to a friend, maybe someone who wants to do DIY nails, maybe someone who's looking for some winter nail inspo, maybe, you know, again, what do we say? Sharing is caring. There's the shameless plug. I know, Debbie, it's been so long. I haven't seen that one, Lorena. I have to check that out. Garland, ooh. Mama B is here, hello. No, I have not tried Ritzy Dips yet. All right, friends, so for tonight, I'm going to be using my liquids from Sparkle & Co. I love these. I've actually been falling in love with these more and more every time I use them. I love them. So we're going to be using just the base liquid to apply the dip, and then we're going to be using the activator, of course, to cure everything. And then I'm going to be doing gel nail art tonight, so I'm just going to do a gel top coat along with the gel liners. So I've got my Beetles gel liners to do that snowflake nail art. And then I also have the Young Nails stain resistant gel top coat, which is my favorite gel top coat. So I'm going to use that on all the hands as well. And then as far as colors go, we're going to be using Bonjour by Revel Nail, which is like this really, really pretty soft, almost like it's like a light gray, but with a blue tinge to it. It's gorgeous. So we're going to be using that. And then we're also going to be using Wonderland by Revel Nail, which is a very, very sparkly, ooh, do you guys see that? It just like, whew. It's a very sparkly glitter. If you use this, know that it's getting everywhere, okay? This isn't going to stay put. It's getting everywhere. This glitter likes to roam. So that is what we are using tonight. Let's get into it. Okay, hello, and thank you for hitting that share button. Hazel's here, hello. Mama B, I will definitely have to. I've got so many on the list I still got to try. I just haven't even gotten there yet. Oh my gosh. Kay, thank you for hitting that share button 2 times. You rock. Thank you. All right, let me get this light somewhere where you guys can see, I can see. How's that? Is that good? That's a good spot. All right, let's get into it, my friends. So I'm gonna grab Bonjour. I'm gonna grab my base coat. We're gonna get this party started. I've got my toothpick ready, even though it's definitely not gonna stay there. It's definitely gonna run away on me because we all know how this story plays out. So let's get our base liquid. We're going to wipe some of that liquid off so we don't get too much on the nail. And then we're going to start, for those of you that are new here, I like to follow the TikTok application to build an apex on the nail. The reason we build an apex on the nail is to add strength to help our manicure last longer. So our first dip is going to be a full dip of the nail. The next one's going to be a half dip, then a 3/4 dip, and then one more full dip. And again, that's to build that apex. Kay is going crazy on that share button. Thank you, friend. All right, let's dive into it. So we are going to start the brush in the middle of the nail. We're going to push back up to that cuticle area and pull forward and swoop the sides. The reason we do that little pushback technique is because it avoids flooding the cuticle area with liquid, helps you get a nice, thin, even application, and encourages clean cuticle lines. Then we're going to dip into the powder, tap it off, grab our toothpick, and we are just going to swipe that cuticle line area to clean it out. And just like that, we are done dip number 1. All right, let's keep trucking along. Brittany, thank you for hitting that share button. You were too kind. Sima Pa, I hope I pronounced that right. Thank you for hitting that follow button. That is awesome. Mama B, the tips, I can never pronounce the name. It's like Bukma. They are shared on my Amazon storefront. I am terrible with pronunciations, but they're fabulous. Kay, I have been good. It has been very busy over the last couple of weeks between work and just a lot of personal life stuff going on. So it's been really busy, but I am just grateful to be here with you guys right now for sure, doing nails. Chelsea is here. Hello, friend. All right, let's keep trucking through these dips. So I'm going to do the same thing again, starting that brush in the middle of the nail. You guys are kind of hanging out up top today. There we go. And then we're going to push back, pull forward, and swoop the sides. And again, this technique is so helpful for getting cleaner cuticle lines, for avoiding flooding that cuticle area and not getting product on the skin. Then we're going to dip into the powder at a 45-degree angle, tap off the excess, grab our toothpick, swipe that cuticle line area, and away we go. And we're just going to keep trucking along like that. I'm going to skip the ring finger, of course, because we're going to be dipping that one fully in Wonderland. So I'll do the middle finger and then I'll do the ring finger, so I do not forget to dip it in the correct color. And then we'll go backwards to do Wonderland. This powder applies so freaking nice. Oh my goodness. I had such an easy job. It was like everything wanted to go nice today, which was such a nice treat back because sometimes my manicures don't always go to plan, you know, especially when I get jazzy doing a design. Sometimes they just take longer than anticipated, or just something goes wrong and I gotta fix it. So today was like, for all the things that I accomplished, it went well. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention, just to make sure you guys noticed, we did an ombre with Wonderland on the bottom of all the fingers. I'm gonna give you guys a quick close-up just so you can see what I mean. So if you look, I actually did ombre thumb, right? So we're gonna be doing that as well. There's a lot going on in this manicure. So the fact that it went well earlier is freaking amazing, okay? Oh, nice, Chelsea. Well, you know what? Everybody's nails are different, right? Like my nails are super flat, so this technique works really well for me, but sometimes you gotta tweak things just to make sure that it works for you. So the fact that you found something that works, freaking amazing, okay? How do I make it so there isn't a line from the tip? I'm not entirely sure what you mean, Danielle. If you don't mind clarifying a little bit so I can make sure I answer your question correctly. Debbie, I have not heard of that brand before. Anna is here. Hello, Anna. How many layers? So I do 4 total, Mar. I do 2 full dips, a half dip, then a 3/4 dip. All right, let's get into our full dip of Wonderland. Look how pretty that is. Can you guys tell? Like, that is gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. Okay, let's get our full dip done here. And dip into the powder. Like I said, Wonderland is gorgeous, but she gets everywhere. I've already cleaned my desk once today from my other hand, so we're just in for it today. It just is what it is, okay? We're just gonna own it. We're gonna be covered in glitter today. Now that we've added all of our first layers, we're going to grab a brush. I like to use a toothbrush. The stiffer bristles do a great job of getting in all the little crevices. So we're just going to brush out all that excess powder before going into our next dip. I'm just going to leave that Wonderland to dry for a moment. And now on the second dip, we're going to go halfway up the nail. Again, this is to build that apex shape so that we can add a little bit of strength. So on this dip, I'm going to go just halfway up the nail and down and then paint that bottom half. I also like to cap the edges here just to help avoid any issues with chipping or lifting at the tip. So to do that, just want to run the brush very, very lightly over that free edge, like so, and then dip into the powder. And then we're going to continue that on each finger. Ty, thank you for hitting that follow button. I appreciate it. Oh, Anna, my heart breaks for you. I can't believe that. Job roles are so crappy. Chelsea, yes. This is Bonjour by Revel Nail. It is gorgeous. Debbie, it's just gonna explode. Brittany, I do my nails once a week on these lives. I don't normally fill them. I just go straight, like, redo them. Just because I don't want to risk any lifting or anything like that getting in. But you can fill them if you want. But not me. I like to just start fresh. I just find it easier. Oh, Debbie's got it. Oh, the tip delay flash. Okay, activator is actually a really good tip, Debbie. I was going to say, I usually run a little bit of acetone, Danielle, and that helps blend the tip, but acetone, or the activator, like Debbie said, if you got it on hand, that's great. Brittany, I agree. Yeah, I just find it way easier to start from fresh as well. Okay. We are good. I gotta brush off that glitter so I can get my next glitter dip. This is everywhere. Some glitters are even crazier about getting everywhere in Wonderland. Whoo, does she like to get everywhere? My goodness. Okay. Okay. All right, friends, we're going to brush off all that excess powder again. Melissa, I'm doing that on the next couple dips to build an apex on the nail, which is just like a rounded shape. It helps add strength to the nail, which helps your manicure last longer. Brittany, I always, like, sometimes I swear, like, my brain can't keep up with my mouth, you know? Like, I talk so fast, and then I on my words all the time. Marissa, guys, that Grinch video, can I just tell you, I was sweating. Like, I was full on pouring sweat filming that video because I had to do multiple takes, right? Like, I'm very used to be a dancer in a past life, so, you know, had to be perfect. I was dripping sweat. Dripping. You couldn't tell because of the Grinch filter, thank goodness. But man, if you want to work out, do the Grinch trend. Kenna, the nail tips I use, they're like Bookma or something. I have them shared on my Amazon storefront. You just take a brush with a little bit of acetone on it, and if you just paint that along the ridge of the tip, it'll blend and essentially like melt the tip into the nail. That's awesome, Brittany. Yes, you can get nail kits off Amazon. All right, friends, let's go on to our third dip. So again, we're going to continue building that apex. So this time we're going to go 3/4 of the way up the nail. This time I am going to cap the edges as well. So we're going to start our brush halfway and we're going to push up to that 3/4 mark and down and paint the nail. I have glitter all over my freaking nail. Good grief. Wonderland is everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Alright, sorry guys, I'm just pushing through this. I would really like to get to the fun part, which is the ombre and the snowflake nail art, of course. So we're just going to crush some of these layers here so we can get through that. Make sure you guys can see okay. Perfect, perfect. All right, and then we're gonna do our third dip of Wonderland. The glitter that is absolutely everywhere right now. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so now we are 3 dips in. So like I said, we are all done the first 3. Kind of got that apex shape. There it is, Brittany. There's that stumbling on the words. Getting that apex shape down. So now we're going to do our 4th final dip. This time we're going to go across the entire nail. Oh, nice, Brittany. I'll have to check that out. Sorry, guys. I'm missing questions here. Kenna, yes, that is correct. So just like a little small brush, even just something like this, dip it in acetone and then like run it across like so. I actually have a tutorial on my TikTok showing how I apply nail tips, and I do show how I blend it in with the acetone. It would be under like the first playlist, like the dip application playlist. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but I do have that there. Courtney, hello. I've missed you guys. Ugh, the last couple weeks have been crazy. Melissa, I use the soak off method. If you go over to my TikTok profile, I have the removal tutorial pinned to the very top. Anna, thank you for hitting that follow button. I appreciate it. All right, friends. So like I said, we are on our 4th and final dip. So we are going to apply to the entire nail. Get my base coat going. All right, so to apply to the entire nail again, we're going to start in the middle of the nail, push all the way back up to that cuticle area and pull forward, and then we're going to swoop the sides like so. Okay. Oh my gosh, go in your home. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to dip into the powder. And because this was a full dip, I'm going to do the toothpick trick and just run that toothpick along the cuticle line area to clean everything up. And then we are going to keep moving right along. And then once I get this last layer on, I'm going to encapsulate Wonderland so I don't mess up any of that gorgeous glitter that is now everywhere. And then I'm going to buff everything smooth. Then I'm going to actually ombre my tips with Wonderland, and then we are going to do that snowflake nail art on the middle finger. Okay. All right, so we are all done with Bonjour by Revel Nail. So that is the color, just for anybody who was wondering. Also, I know there's a few people that just joined, so if you want to see the look we're doing today, this is our final product that we're working on. Mary, thank you for hitting that follow button. I appreciate it. Oh no, Courtney, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. Have a great night, Brittany. It was good to see you. Oh, Courtney, I'm sending you all the get well wishes, okay? All of them, all the good vibes. All right. One more dip of Wonderland, then we're going to encapsulate. Alright. I'm just going to give that a second to dry, and then I'm going to use Vivian by Revel Nail. Oh, my face is gone. Thank you, Brittany. 1 second. Okay, Kay was on it as well. Okay, we need to start like timing this to figure out how long it is. I think it's like 20 minutes or so, how long the camera goes out, so we just set a little timer. Melissa, I have been doing my own nails for, I think I'm coming on 3 years now, which is so crazy to think about. If your dip is drying lumpy, it could be that you are applying too much base liquid, and then it's kind of clumping when you're dipping into the powder. You can buff that out. So if it is lumpy, you should be able to buff it all out. So you're probably not buffing it out enough. 23 minutes. Got it, Kay. All right, let's encapsulate the glitter powder here. So I've just got Vivian by Revel Nail, and I'm just going to apply a clear layer. The reason we're doing this with this one is just to make sure that we don't wreck that beautiful, beautiful glitter when we go to buff. Okay. All right, it's buffing time, and then we're gonna get to the good part. So I ombre'd Wonderland at the bottom of all the blue, but I did that over a smooth surface, so that way I don't buff away all the ombre. It just makes it so much easier. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna grab my activator here. Hello, Fallon. How are you, my girl? Darcy, thank you for hitting that follow button. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh, Debbie, like I can't, but I kind of can. All right. I did, Fallon. Thank you. I chopped it all off. I need you to come over, though, and show me how to style it, because I have no idea how to style short hair. I'm terrible. Mama B, I didn't love the Beatles brand. I think their dip powders were okay, but I didn't like their liquids. Oh, thank you, Kathy. You can do it, Fallon. You're like an expert now. That's hilarious, Debbie. Yeah, you've crushed it. You deserve an award, okay, for that kind of collection. What's my favorite brand? I have so many. As far as liquids go, I love Virgo and Gem. I love West Coast Dips. I really like the Sparkle & Co. I love Kiara Sky. For dip powders, I have so many from Revel. Virgo, Gem, West Coast Dips, also amazing. There's so many good ones. So many good ones. Yay, Rebecca, you're here. I did. I chopped it all off like a week ago. Hello, Carla. All right, friends, we're going to get into buffing while we chit chat. So I'm just going to go around, and first thing I'm going to do is just blend everything into the natural nails. So I just like to use this curved file and go around and just blend it all in. Curved file is very nice for not tearing up your skin around your cuticle area. And then I'm going to just take my file and I'm just going to go down the one side. My camera is very weird today. How is that? That's better. So I'm going to go down the one side like so. And then the other side. Oh my gosh, amazing, Rebecca. We're like twinning. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Well, it's like kind of half pulled back, but yeah, it's like, I think it was like down to here, and I just fully chopped it. I just went to my stylist and I was like, you just do you. And she did. It is gone. Oh, amazing, Rebecca. What is it? Thank you, Courtney. This stuff is being weird today. Amazing, Courtney. I like that plan. It is nice to just do extensions because honestly, that's the problem is like you grow out your hair, but I find my hair gets so icky when it gets long. At least extensions still look healthy, you know? Lanny, definitely. I'm here to help. Oh, that's awesome, Courtney. Yeah, I bet it's a huge help. Hazel, I did throw in a couple just to make sure it like activated really well, but you don't necessarily need to. You just have to make sure it's cured. The best way to tell if it's cured is if you just tap on the nail and hear this. That means you're good to go. Some lumpy dip going on here. That's a nice thing about buffing is you can buff out so many imperfections. So to whoever was asking about issues with lumpiness, get a good file and go to town. You can solve so many of your problems that way. Okay, we are trucking along, friends. Katie, it is all practice. You're welcome, Hazel. I hope that helps. I sure will, Courtney. Thank you. Darcy, it's like a nail enhancement that you put on your nails. So it's basically acrylic. It's just a different method of adhesion. All right. Let's go back to this thumb. This thumb was being a little bit weird. Ooh, you guys really are all over the place today. There we go. Hopefully that's better. I think it's better when I put my camera like that. Is that good? Is that too much light? It feels like too much light. Let me sort you guys out. How's that? Is that better? Hazel, I do my best. That's hilarious, Courtney. Thank you. I love being gassed up. All right. It's weird. You guys see that? Like some of my dip just like totally flaked off. That is so weird. It's like it just like gummed off. It took a chunk out. Also on these lives, I show you guys everything. So even when things don't go well, I'll show you because this is real life. This is real life dip manicuring. All right. So yeah, if you guys can see, I just noticed this happened. So I'm thinking what I might do is I'll just like redip that one little section there after I blend everything. I'm gonna ombre Wonderland over top anyway, so I'm not super worried about it, but that's annoying. It's like didn't cure properly and then it just gummed off. Not a pain in the butt. Okay. All right, so now I'm gonna go around. I'm just gonna sharpen up my shape like so. Make sure you guys can see all the angles. There we go. It's got a little bulbous at the ends. There we go. Alright, so friends, right before I get to this next part, I'm gonna, number one, fix whatever the heck happened there. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more Bonjour before I move on. And then I'm just gonna do my up close. So if you're struggling with shaping, it's good to look at it from different angles. So unfortunately for you guys, it means I gotta look at my nails up close. So usually I will just kind of pay attention to them this way, like so. And then I also will kind of like hold them on my desk, hold them out, shape them, look at it, turn it, look at this way, and looking at it from both angles does a really helpful job at like seeing if anything's like slightly off. At least it does for me. So I'm just gonna ask for 2 seconds from you guys before I move on to step number 2. Just so I can get this sorted. Okay. All right, let's fix this little number here. So I'm gonna grab my Bonjour again, and I'm just gonna do a dip, and we're gonna blend it in, and it's gonna be a-okay. So just so you guys can see what I'm doing, there is that little imperfection there. I'm gonna take a little bit of base coat, and I'm just gonna apply it in that one little spot. It kind of got weird. I'm gonna dip it, and it's gonna look weird, right? That doesn't look good. We're gonna blend it. It's gonna be fine. And then I'm gonna ombre over top of it. So again, I'm not super worried about that little mishap, but just annoying, just annoying. Ah, Brittany, that's awesome. I hope it helped. Yeah, that is weird, Debbie. We're like twinning. It's so weird that that happened to both of us. Ooh, Brandy, yes. Honestly, like doing an ombre like that, I kind of accidentally stumbled on just doing it that way, and then it's been working really well. So hopefully it's like a little cheater method that works for you guys really well too. Okay, now I'm going to take my activator and I'm going to activate that little weird spot. I'm going to let that sit for a moment. I think everything else is good. So we got that, and then I'm just going to buff that ridge out so you won't be able to see it in just a moment. Brandy, the technique that, I mean, I guess you probably could do it for solids just by applying. I haven't tried that. I find the scrub technique has been working pretty well for me for most like solid color ombres, but I think we should try it with real color or solid colors. I don't know. I have never done it. We should try it. I'm all about experimentation here. Katie, yeah, they do. I actually live in Ontario as well, and the salons here, some of them do offer dip. It probably just depends on the salon. Brittany, I have a scrub ombre tutorial on my TikTok if you want to check that out. All right, so now we're just going to, so you guys can see there's that little ridge there. So I'm just gonna, ooh, wrong side. Just blend that back into the nail so that we can't even tell that I just did that. Okay, I got most of that out. So now I'm just gonna grab my little orange buffer block and I'm just gonna smooth everything out. Then we're gonna get into ombreing, and then we are going to get into that little gel snowflake art situation that I got going on. These little orange buffer blocks, I swear, are just little gems. Just little gems. Ah, Darcy, well, if you want, I do post the replays on YouTube. So if you don't already, you can obviously go subscribe to me on YouTube. I also email out the replays and also live alerts when I start. So if you go over to my TikTok profile and click the link, scroll down, you'll see where you can put your email address in. And then that way you'll get the email alerts when I go live and also the alerts when I post the replay. So hopefully you won't miss it again. Courtney, I'm glad the scrub method worked for you. That's awesome. Ooh, Brittany, yeah, I've seen so many people do that. It's not, I've never been super motivated to do that one. It's not one of my favorite looks, but I kind of want to try it. I don't know. We'll see. Brandy, I do have a YouTube. I pretty much post all the same stuff, but I post some longer form tutorials over on YouTube. Darcy, you're welcome. Well, hello to you and your daughter, Laura. Marissa, give the scrub ombre technique a try if you want to do solid colors. And then I just posted my little cheaters method for glitter ombres. I think it's like 2 videos ago. So definitely check that out as well. That's made such a difference with me getting my ombres right. All right, friends, I think I'm good to go. I think we are ready to ombre. So this one's not super hard because of the color that we're doing. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get you guys situated. So the thing with this is we are going to apply the thinnest layer of dip liquid, base liquid. And we're gonna use a fluffy brush. Nothing too fluffy, just like lightly fluffy. So to do this, I'm just going to, you can still kind of see that ridge there. One moment, friends. I'm very particular, as you can tell. I don't like to have any little weird imperfections. All right, perfect, I'm happy now. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my base liquid. I'm gonna remove almost all of the liquid from the brush. I really don't want too much on for this. This is also going to be a lot easier if you have a slower dry time liquid. So like, I love Virgo and Gem. That is a faster drying liquid. You're going to have a little bit harder of a time with that. Sparkle & Co., West Coast Dips, slower drying liquids. They're a little bit easier for ombre. So highly recommend getting a slower drying liquid if you're struggling with your ombres. All right, so we've got our glitter ready. Okay, so now I'm going to apply just a very thin coat to kind of the bottom, like half of the nail, because I really don't want the glitter sticking any further up than that. Then I'm going to hold my nail in a 45-degree angle up. I'm going to dip into the powder, and I'm just going to sprinkle like so. And then because I want it really thick at the tip, I'm actually going to just dip the very tip of my nail in like this. And then I'm just going to use this brush to kind of like make sure that that's not a harsh line. And that's all I did. And then we're going to continue that on every nail except the middle finger, because obviously we're going to do snowflake nail art. There it was. It was coming. It was a little slow, but it was coming. Okay, let's try that again. So same thing. We are going to remove almost all the liquid from the brush. Paint just that half of the nail. Holding at a 45-degree angle, tappy, tappy, tappy. And then I'm gonna just dip that tip a little bit, and then I'm gonna smudge it around so it doesn't look super aggressive. And then one more time on the finger. Oh no, Debbie. You definitely can use like dips and stuff, but I wonder if you could just use regular polish instead of gels. That really sucks. Courtney, we're the same. Marissa, thank you for hitting that follow button. I appreciate it. This is Wonderland by Revel Nail, Brandy. Same color that I used on my ring finger there. All right, so I'm removing almost all of the base liquid. Again, I'm just painting half the nail because I don't want glitter everywhere. And then dipping in, putting it on the 45-degree angle. Tappa, tappa, tappa. Dip just the tip in, and then smudge that around a little bit. And that's it. We just did the ombre on all those fingers. It was painless. Now, that was easier because it was kind of a glitter-ish ombre. But yeah, this one was super easy to do. So there's that finished product. So I'm gonna let those dry. And then, no, gosh, I'm all over the place. Okay, I'm getting excited. Okay, we gotta brush off first. I'm gonna brush off all the excess powder. Then I'm gonna activate. I'm actually not gonna encapsulate this because it's such a clear layer that it really didn't bump up anything, as you guys can see. So I'm just going to activate. And I'm going to let that sit and dry while I do the snowflake nail art on the middle finger. Okay. Casey, you definitely need Wonderland. I really want to see this on your page, okay? Marissa, the glitter is Wonderland. All right, so now we're just gonna let that sit. I might just do a very quick little buff just to make sure that there's nothing sticking out where it's not supposed to. Okay, and then just a quick, just to make sure the edges are clean. I really should have put a tip on this middle finger. I don't know why I thought it was long enough on its own, but anyway, here we are. All right. It's gel nail art time, my friends. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is actually clear out all the dust from my nail. So normally I would say do this at a sink, but I'm not near one. So I'm just gonna use a wet nail brush and just get all of the dust and everything off the nails, get them cleaned up and ready for this gel situation. Debbie, if you go over to my TikTok profile, my YouTube is just linked there. But it's under my name, Kayla Kingsbury. Okay. So we've done that. So now let's dry everything up. And it is time for snowflakes. So this is what we are about to do, just so everyone can see. Ha 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 ha. So we've got that little snowflake situation happening. Like so. Okay. So to do it, we are going to use the gel liners from Beetles. I'm going to bring you guys in nice and close for this, and then I'm just going to put a little dab of each on my nail palette. Thank you, Casey. I love this set so much, honestly. Oh, I've been so excited about it. Okay, so I'm going to put some gel there. Then I'm just going to put, actually, I don't think I'll need any more silver. I should be good with that. Okay, so we're going to do this in stages. I'm going to bring you guys nice and close because I want you guys to be able to see everything. So what you're going to need for this is a teeny tiny little dotting tool and then also a long liner brush. So looks like you guys can see okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to run, actually let me answer some questions first because I won't be able to be in the comment section while I do this because I'm about to zero in on the snowflake situation. Courtney, yes, you absolutely could. I believe in you. Yes, Brittany, the nail palettes are key. Thank you, Casey. All right, friends, let's get into the snowflake. I got to pause from reading the conversation for just a few moments because if I distract myself during nail art, it's just not good. Okay, it's just not good. Just trust me on that. So let's dive into it. So I'm just going to grab some white gel liner on my brush. So I'm just going to run that through like so. Can you guys see? Yeah, you can see. I want to have a very little amount. I don't want anything too crazy, okay? So then the nice thing with having a longer liner brush is that it does a lot of the work for you. So we're going to start in the middle of the nail and we're just going to draw a line to the side. Notice that I'm rotating my nail. I'm not actually like moving the liner brush. I was rotating my nail. That helps me get a straight line. Then I'm going to do a straight line kind of down the bottom here. And then just going up here. And we're going to do the diagonal lines, same thing, just kind of letting the brush do the work with getting the straight lines. We're going to go in the other diagonal direction. Like so. Okay, so that's good. I'm gonna just flash cure that because I don't want to like move those lines anywhere. Courtney, thank you for hitting that share button. I appreciate that so much. Okay, I just did a flash cure so I can't mess those lines up. So now I'm going to grab that itty bitty little dotting tool. And then they went down. Okay, so I got to use my other nail for reference. So I'm just going to dot in here, and then I'm going to put a dot a little higher up than I want these middle lines. So I'm going to put one in each little thing. Like so. And that's basically just to mark where we want those little inner... Here, one second. See these little inner lines? So those dots are the tip of those little triangles. So it just gives us a reference point so that way we know where to pull down. The thing with nail art I've learned is like if you can piece this out, you can actually make it really easy so it's not so crazy freehanding it. All right, so now we're gonna grab our liner brush again. We're gonna draw basically triangles. So I'm just gonna draw down from each one of these like so, and you really don't need much on your brush. You can pretty much just pull what is already on the nail too. Just making little V's and using those little dots as a mark. Or sorry, the point. Come on. There we go. Okay, so we got that little inside triangle situation going on. So again, I'm just gonna pop that in for a flash cure. Right, Brittany, it's not bad. It's just breaking it down so that it's not too hard, right? It always looks harder than it is. But if you can give yourself little marking points, it's similar to doing the shaping of the nail. When you can give yourself a visual, it helps as a reference point. So same thing with these snowflakes. At first I was like, and then I was like, all right, if I just do little dots and draw from them, it seems to be way easier. So reference points, key with nail art. All right, so next we are going to do just the little winged out bits at the end. So for that, again, I'm gonna move you guys in. So all we're gonna do is just draw some lines going out. Kind of like an arrow. And I think the secret is always to remember less is more on your brush. Don't put too much polish on there. The lighter it is, the easier of a time you'll have. You can always add more afterwards if you need it to be a little bit darker. Okay, and then moving along to the next one. I'm sure you guys can see. Sorry, I got so into it for a second. I was like, oh gosh, I just forgot about my friends. Okay, and then one more. I'm gonna do this so that I can kind of move it out better. It's easier to go out than it is to go in. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're getting there. Sorry guys, I'm moving you all around. Just trying to make sure you get a good view. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Just want to do a couple little, like technically there should be little sticky outy things here. And then I'm just gonna paint kind of the inside here. That is basically it, friends. Right? So now I'm just gonna flash cure that, then we're gonna do the little dots of sparkliness around, and then we're done. Well, we got a top coat, but then we're done. Oh no, my face disappeared. Okay, am I coming back? I should be coming back. No, I'm not coming back. 1 second. Come on, face. Where's my face? Okay, 1 second. I think we really lost the face this time. Oh, there we go. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, I got a face. Sorry, guys. All right. Oh no, bye, Brittany. Okay, face is back. Okay, we're back. Okay, so now we're gonna do the little dotties. So I'm gonna grab that little itty bitty dotting tool again. And I've got the gel sparkly, and then all we're gonna do is just dip there, and then we're just gonna put little itty bitty little sparkles wherever our heart desires. Well, I think that's actually pretty good. All right, now we're gonna fully cure. Then I'm gonna top coat, then we're done. That's it. I believe in you guys. You can do that snowflake. If I can figure that snowflake out, I promise you can figure that snowflake out. Thank you, Truck Lovin' Mama. It's great to see you. Oh my gosh, now I got words on my face. It is not my day. It is not my day with the tech stuff today. The nail cam didn't want to work. My face didn't want to come back. Now I've got the freaking words on the screen. My goodness. I'll wait to cure and then I'll turn that off and then we'll top coat. Good grief. Ba, 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 ba. Also, Melissa and Heather, thank you for the hearts, by the way. I just noticed those. Thank you. All right, let me go remove those words. There we go. Okay, now it's time to top coat. So I'm just gonna grab our Young Nail stain resistant top coat. So the key with doing a gel top coat over dip is that you skip the second activator after buffing and we go right to the gel top coat. We also wanna make sure that we cap the edges as well to avoid peeling. So Courtney, flash cure can be like even like 10 seconds. It's just to harden it up just enough so it doesn't move anywhere. That's all I was trying to do there. It depends on what you're trying to accomplish. But do make sure you do a full cure at the end no matter what. Marissa, I don't usually use the gel method to apply my dip powder. All right, let's get this gel top coat on so we can finish this look. Make sure we cap the edges. Da, da, da. We are getting there, friends. We are getting there. Sorry, you guys can't see very well. There we go. Last one. Okay, now Now we've top coat, so I'm going to go in for a full cure, and then we're done. Hello, Allie. Thank you very much, my friend. I love these so much. This is the look, by the way. For those of you that don't want to wait for the cure, this is the look. Allie, thank you for hitting that like button. I appreciate it. Thought I wasn't going to see you tonight, and you snuck in at the end. I'm so happy. Where's my... Oh, there it is. We're almost done here, friends. So like I said, if you guys want to see the replay, definitely make sure you sign up for the email alerts. You can go over to my TikTok profile, click the link, scroll down, enter your email. You'll get alerts when I go live, alerts when the replay is posted. I post everything over on YouTube, so you can check it out there. I will post a step-by-step tutorial of that snowflake, so you guys can watch a more brief breakdown as well. So keep an eye out for that. I'll try to get that up in the next week. Other than that, we're done. We've done it. I'm so excited. I love this look so much. Bird Girl, thank you for hitting that follow button. Yeah, there we go, friends. So if you use a gel top coat like this one, make sure that you do some rubbing alcohol at the end to wipe off that inhibition layer, which I will do once we get off. But yeah, that is the finished look that we just did. Thank you, Debbie. I love these ones. They are so wintry, which is perfect because it's been a snowstorm for the last couple of days, and I think we're in for more too. So at least my nails are appropriate. Very in season. Thank you, Tiffany. I wish you guys could see too that little glitter in Wonderland. So nice. So nice. Thank you, Truck Love and Mama. You guys are the best. Awesome, 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 friends. Well, there is the final look one more time. Thank you, Marissa. Well, it looks like we are going to be back on our normal Wednesday night live schedule, which I am so happy about. I can't even tell you. I missed you guys so much over the last couple of weeks. So definitely sign up for those email alerts so that you know when we're going live, when the replays are ready. Keep an eye out for that snowflake tutorial. Other than that, I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their evening. I hope the end of the week is good to you. I hope you have an even better weekend. And I will see everybody next Wednesday right here on TikTok at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Courtney, yeah, I did. And I was too lazy to put a tip on it. It's just, it is what it is. Some days I don't make sense to myself even, you know? I don't know. Allie, I used Bonjour by Revel Nail and Wonderland by Revel Nail, and then the gel liners from Beetles. You are welcome, Truck Love and Mama. I knew you'd get me, Courtney. All right, my friends, I hope you guys all have a great evening. I will see everybody next Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on TikTok for our next live manicure. Have a wonderful and safe rest of your week and weekend, and I will see everybody then. Have a great night, friends.